Now, what do you think about this situation that took place where Munchie B looked like he had a gun on him at No Jumper?
He did that. He did that because I just threatened him with popping up there. He thought that was going to intimidate me, but all that just told me what kind of firepower to come with. That's if I decided to come. I'm not saying I'm going to go do anything, because if I seen Munchie B, I'm not going to attack him. I'm not going to try to shoot him. I'm not going to try to beat him up, but I'm going to let everybody know that he ain't going to do either. He ain't going to do a thing. That's why he don't want to have to sit down with me. Because he know he got to keep the same exact energy when it comes to me that he keep when I'm not around in my face. He can't do it. He don't have the heart or the power to do it. He's a bitch. You know what I'm saying? So he don't want that to be seen for the work to the world. That's really why he won't sit down with me. Head homies. He know I ain't a snitch. All know I ain't a snitch. They just using that to hide behind a busterism. You know what I'm saying? So he doing that to purposely run from it.
You feel like he flashed the gun on purpose just to, as a scare tactic?
Yeah, it was a scare tactic. And for me, he was capping. I wouldn't doubt if that was fake.
It seems like it could have been. I
wouldn't doubt if it was fake, blood. Pyro. I don't know anybody paying nothing attention.
Now, when it comes to a lot of the things that go viral on the West Coast, man, it's always some back and forth stuff, and it does heavily revolve around No Jumper. So it seems like we're reacting to a lot of the No Jumper content, but it's a lot of the stories that I think you'll be familiar with, some of the players and stuff. So that's why we're going there. But there's a guy by the name of Almighty Suspect, one of the long-standing members of No Jumper, who recently got into an altercation with one of the newer guys, but immediately afterwards got locked up. Now, there was some debate about him get locked up, PC, all that. A lot of people said he didn't PC up. What is your interpretation of that whole situation?
Almighty Suspect was carrying a lot of negative energy. He was arrogant. He didn't appreciate that he was in a good spot. God blessed him with a good job after his failed rap career. You know what I'm saying? He just wasn't humble, He would help people go get on No Jumper, then throw it up in their face. You know what I'm saying? He just carried a lot of bad energy, bro. And I think he just reached the point where he self-destructed on me. You know what I'm saying? Because he wasn't putting out nothing good. He was just negative, bro. That came back to him.
Seems like it, man. But it looks like he's finally out. He's telling his story, and it looks like he's doing better. So we'll see how that goes, because, he's one of the...
Is he out?
Yeah, he's out.
He out?
Yeah. They talked to him on the phone and things like that, and he kind of told his side of the story and whatnot like that.
Okay.
You talked about today, Snoopy Badazz. It wouldn't be right unless I gave you the floor to shout out everything that you got coming out in the future. Anything, if you got a movie coming, if you got a new album coming, you got a new song. But there was one thing I wanted to talk to you about right before we get to that, before we get to those shouts. I was going to ask you, you said something, and it just prompted a question. And it was talking about the state of hip hop, the state of podcasting, and the state of different things, and how you're trying to bring something old back. I saw with the clips just...
No. I'm not trying to bring nothing old back. I'm trying to restore the West to its correct order.
Okay, and that's almost...
You get what I'm saying? That's like the police saying, oh, our old uniforms. There is no old police uniforms. That their uniforms is their uniforms. Nigga, like, your uniform is your uniform. You feel me? You know what I'm saying?
But in the same vein of what you're saying, you see what the clips just did. Stick to the formula. Did what they did. Sold over 100K the first week. These guys haven't dropped the album in 15, or I think.
Yeah, because, like, come on, man. Like, man, look, I tried to listen to some LA rap music the other day, man. And nigga, I keep it real, when I first heard it, I thought it was some Chicago Lil Durk. I said, okay, some more Chicago shit, cause them niggas with some Compton. I said, what the bloods? I said, yeah. Gang banging as I knew it is over with, bruh. For me, that's why if you still like the old school, listen, let me say this real quick, Witty. If you still like the gangster shit, the real Paru, the real blood, that G, the Red Mafia family, man. We gonna have all that real gangster for y'all, man. You ain't got to worry about that. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You feel me? We gonna keep it original over here. You know what I'm saying?
I'm saying it might be something the game's missing. You know what I'm saying?
Man, it is what the game's missing, because these is corny. I'm gonna keep it real. But look, I'm gonna be honest with you though. If didn't gangbang, if these Compton, LA didn't gangbang, and they dressed and rapped and looked the way they looked, then that's cool. You know what I'm saying? But I just feel like, you know, when you start gangbanging, that's like joining the army, man. And when you go into the army have a dress code, bro. And they got a way you got to present yourself, bro. You feel what I'm saying? And these niggas, like these niggas is all over the place, bro. Like I see a gang of that was supposed to be civilians and squares and pretty boys, pimps and all that trying to gangbang. That's what I see. That's all you see in LA, Watts, and Compton. You see everybody's hood is practically a fashion show, man. None of you should have gangbanged. Go take your ass to the studio or go play basketball or go get a job or something, bro. These ain't gangbangers, bro, because the originals know there's a certain dress code to this shit. We got niggas like King Peel walking around. And that's under UBN paperwork. That looks like that. This shit over with, bro. On Bloods. That's why this the Red Mafia family, man. That's why I do what I do. Angel Line, RMF.
Now, with all that being said, Snoopy Badazz, the lane is yours. Go ahead and shout out everything that you got coming in the future.
Man, shout out that me blood. My Brady Joke right here, Village Town blood. Shout out my Brady Joke blood. It's my gangster. You know what I'm saying, blood? And I want to put out there, blood, whatever I do is what I do. That's my, you know what I'm saying? But y'all can't hold nobody accountable of what I say or what I do. Blood is own man. I'm my own man. I respect Blood. Certain things he say, he respects certain things I say. We not gonna always agree. So if I get on this internet and I say some crazy, Blood probably don't even know about it either, Blood. So don't hold Blood accountable for what I say, my. Shout out to all the real Paw Rules and Bloods that with me. You know what I'm saying? My Westside Paw Rule, from Nellis, from Capanella, from Fruittown, from Bonnie Hunters. All y'all, my Athens blood, all my that Snoopy Badazz blood, cause my PDL on Bloods. Cause no blood, like, you trying to make it seem like Nick Bloods and Paw Rules don't with me. Blood, every time I bump into a homie and a homie see me in traffic, I get love in my lion blood. On Bloods. The homies give me love, blood, from Bompton to Pasadena to Pomona. When I see homies, it's love, blood. They lock my bees and tell me keep smashing on you. So stop listening to my haters on the internet, blood. On Paw Rule, Snoopy Badazz, Red Mafia family, Angel Lang, though. You feel me?